Yeah.
So I saw in a video the other day, so a little kid came up to you and he said, "Oh, I heard you said that the Civil Rights Bill should," and I was just kind of wondering, and then you said no. I said it was a mistake. I was just kind of wondering if you could maybe,
Yeah,
I'm sure
for
it was
sure.
taken out of context, or maybe
No,
if it
I
was,
just didn't want to debate a 12-year-old at DNC,
yeah, I'm
honestly.
sure, and I was
So,
wondering if now
look,
we have the
I was
time.
like, it's not,
Yeah,
it was a
yeah.
12-year-old
Now we
comes
have the
up,
time,
and he
yeah.
was super sweet, super nice. I'm like, I'm not going to debate you. Like, Mike Lindell ended
Yeah.
up debating him. It was a disaster. So, yeah, look, very clear. Of course, we needed to end evil segregation. The way we did it was with a wide-ranging, over-the-top bill called the Civil Rights Act that has now created the prerequisite of what we now call woke. And so, for example, the Civil Rights Act is now being used to shut down people's business if they have a certain belief on one man, one woman marriage, saying that that is discrimination under the Civil Rights Act. So, of course, my perspective is it should be illegal to actively discriminate against somebody based on their skin color. That's not what the Civil Rights Act only did, though. That's one portion of the Civil Rights Act. There's 9 or 10 components that people don't even recognize or realize that effectively created this massive anti-racist is the term the left uses, monstrosity that is now being used for things that it was never intended for,
But
including affirmative action.
In what's like? Can you name maybe a few specific cases where people
for
have
sure.
cited like
Yeah,
using
so
the Civil Rights
for
Bill
example,
something that doesn't relate to
great
it?
great question. So Merrick Garland recently, the Attorney General of the United States, recently said that North Carolina and Georgia cannot have voter ID laws. So asking somebody to provide identification when they vote, because it's a violation of the Civil Rights Act, because they say that it disproportionately impacts Black Americans. So the issue with the Civil Rights Act is not just the action of being of racially segregating or of being racially insensitive or to somebody. It is the impact. So if it impacts a certain group, therefore it's also then called illegal under the Civil Rights Act. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it most certainly wasn't a mistake, though.
Well, of course it was a mistake. The way it was written, the intent was not, though.
Okay, but at the time, of course, it was not a mistake.
Yes, it was. The way that it was written.
What people have used it for now, maybe yes, but back then it wasn't a mistake, though. Because
but you have to judge the law as it is now, right? So it's like saying, well, the law might have been good 20 years ago.
Okay, but